Dostoevsky warned us people fear freedom more than chains because choosing your own path means that you will have no one else to blame. This is a quote that I've been thinking about a lot recently. A lot of people try to consider what they're truly afraid of, and sometimes people will cope by telling themselves, oh, you know, this person is preventing me from becoming what I need to become, or the situation has its shackles wrapped around my opportunities or capabilities. But I think what people are truly afraid of is not having any excuses, not having anybody to blame for their inefficiencies. So one thing that I think a lot of people miss is that free will goes both ways. Despite the fact that we can essentially do whatever we want, we intentionally try to limit ourselves down and minimize what we feel we are capable of doing, or what we think we are capable of doing, so that it can be easier to play the blame game in every other aspect we want to, fight for in our lives. So, this is one thing that I can personally relate with because I have the free will to do anything that I want. I have the capabilities to do everything that I want. So, why am I not doing it? Right? There's a lot of suspense that comes with recognizing, not only recognizing, but acknowledging the fact that, we get one life, you don't get a second. Every time is the most valuable currency that we could ever possess. So, if time were actually money, right? Let's say there was $1 million a year equated to $1 million. I'm not sure exactly how much each day would be, but imagine, let's say hypothetically, it was $5,000. If someone gave you $5,000 a day, how much money would you spend every single day? And how much would you just leave over if there was no rollover in terms of the money that you did not spend? You would probably spend as much as you could every single day if you were, efficient. That's how you need to treat time, all right? We have every day that we wake up is an opportunity to do something great, to, do something magnificent, an opportunity to, you know, chase our dreams. I've been talking about that a lot recently. To wake up, which is a gift that not everybody is given, to wake up in the morning and then just bullshit and doom scroll and just waste time, you wouldn't do that with money. So I think that's a perspective that a lot of people need to grasp and somewhat adopt, and that's when you will truly, possibly, but in my opinion, you will see a change not only in your life but the lives of those around you, because to be a light in someone else's life is, it's more fulfilling than just being a light in your own. Just like that one Drake bar. I can't recall it in this moment, but he says, he essentially says it's lonely being at the top, you know? So I think that a lot of people kind of miss the mark and miss the point in terms of what really matters. And I actually read this one article. This person spoke to a lot of people on their deathbed, people who are about to pass. He asked them, what is your biggest regret in life? You would think that they would recall certain instances of, oh, I wish I would have not have done this, or I wish I would have done that. But what was truly worthwhile was, it was not the things that they did that they regret, but it was things that they did not do, the opportunities that they did not, grab, the risks that they did not take. What does that mean? What was in the grand scheme of things? How is that relevant? We live our lives trying to go by the book. We live our lives trying to, fit into a mold. We live our lives trying to align with the ideals of society. For what? It's for naught. So, um that's one of the things that I've really been trying to, live by every day that I wake up, cuz every day is a gift. Um and also family. I have my brother, he's up there watching his iPad. Family is a beautiful thing that I really want to start to appreciate more. I duck myself off in these divots, in these caves, under the guise that I'm being constructive with my life in terms of reaching my goals. Call it solitude, whatever you want. For what purpose? We have to look at the bigger picture, and the bigger picture, at least for me and hopefully for many other people, is things outside of your own your own benefit, things outside of your own enjoyment, things outside of, you know, your own fulfillment. There is there's beauty in putting your effort, putting your heart, putting, you know, your mind into something that's external. Not materialistic, but I mean like intrinsic, like that's not tangible, but means a lot more because it's not tangible. We put too much emphasis on materialistic things in terms of, oh, I'm successful because I have this, when the things that are the most valuable are those that cannot be seen. But I know that that comes with age in terms of some people. But that's something that I've felt for quite some time now. We put too much importance inside of what we can see, feel, and touch. The same thing with like love. I'm not gonna go down that path yet, fully. But it's the same thing with love. I deprive myself of intimate connection in hopes that it will not distract me from my goals. But that's the means to a lonely life. I know this because my mother told me, but also it's logically sound. Um, but a lot of people are just afraid to like accept the truth, because the truth is like sunlight, and well, you can't see them, but Dostoevsky believed that sunlight hurts your eyes, but living in darkness costs more. So if you try to stay in the dark, you will actually strain and like completely annihilate your eyesight if you're in the dark for too long. So like when you look at the sun, you can't look at the sun for too long, but you also can't be in complete darkness. So what does that mean? That means you need balance. That means you need order. That means you need organization. It means you need to be able to differentiate, you know, to not keep your chin too high nor too low. Keep a sound mind. Keep a sound. Jesus Christ. keep, essentially, keep your head on straight. Keep your ducks in a row, but don't keep all your eggs in one basket. You have to be able to constantly grow every single day and be better than the person that you were the day before. And as long as you do that, I feel as if you will inevitably, if not already be on the right path towards fulfillment. So, I think we hit our 10-minute mark because it's 10:30 p.m. Wow, did I even say the date? January 4th. I'm assuming 10:20 p.m. when I start. I don't know. It's relevant, but continue to prosper. Um, love your family. Appreciate those around you, and appreciate the things that you cannot see. Uh, take care of yourself, and I'll see y'all later.